Morning and welcome to my channel. Today it's the Shop My Stash 2025 challenge and it's altered paper clips. I'm doing 3 of them. They're all quite easy, straightforward paper clips. I keep saying this every video I do, don't I? Anyway, remember this journal that I'm sort of trying to catch up on? I thought I would do one for here. And what I've got is a lot of scraps from what I've been cutting out, etc. So I thought I would use one of these scraps to make the paper clip. And what you need to do is I'm going to take this. Sorry, I just realised. You take this, fold it in half, and then you take a piece of this, which I will need to just cut down a bit. I've got lots of white card scraps, and fold that. I don't want this as big, so I'm just going to trim off there. I'll keep these, you never know. I've got to sort out these scraps, I really have. And I'm going to round my corners. And I think I'll ink, and I'm doing that in walnut stain. Then I just need to cut this white down. Whoops, there's the paper clip. Make sure that's down like that. So I hope you're all well. We've got through our heat wave, and now we're back on. It's now winter. So I'm just going to cut this just below there, below the paper clip. Well, that wasn't very straight. Not that it really. Maybe I will straighten it up because it does matter in a certain extent. That's better. Because when you clip it over the page, you don't want it getting caught. And I'm literally going to glue this onto there, and I'm going to use my block or your Fabri-Tac. So this just goes on here, and just make sure that it's stuck all the way around. Grabs, there we go. And then I just do the same on this side. Seems to be sticking. Okay. Now, I think I'll glue this side. Do decorate, not glue, but decorate this side. And for that, again, I'm using a scrap from that bits and pieces I have here. This, I suppose you can see it, there we go, this. So I'm going to cut up here. This is one of the water damage pages, so I thought this was a good idea to use this, because I'm not, I mean, that actually doesn't look too bad. What am I doing, honestly? I'm getting myself in a tizwas with this. Right, cut that off, and then I'm going to tear around here. I think I'm just going to go with the flower. I was going to put the bird on, excuse me, but I don't think that's going to fit. Put this on. Maybe I'll take that off down there as well, like that. And then I thought, oh, small piece of lace here. Nothing, just something to brighten that up with. As I say, nothing elaborate. You don't have to do anything elaborate if you've got some nice pretty papers already. Just stick this down and put the lace down as well. Okay, I think it needs something else. So what I'm thinking is my Stamperia contour. It's working at least now. Where shall I put these? On there. Just like that. So I'm going to leave that there to dry and get on with the next one, which is going to be a fabric one. And I have some scraps of some Tim Holtz fabric that I've cut a piece from. And for this, I'm putting this, shall I do this way? Whoops. That way. Right. Get it right, Sharon. These are simple and easy. Supposed to be anyway, aren't they? That's better. What I'm going to do is glue this down. Glue it together. I think I might just trim off the end there. Like that. And I'm not worried about it fraying at all. Okay, that's all glued down. Now to decorate. And I thought I would use some of these Tim Holtz mini people that I've got, and I've got some bit of lace. As you see, I'm trying to use bits up here. I've got him, but I'd like to sit him on this, I thought. There. And then I thought a scrap of lace down the side there. I think that would be better than that. I've got these two scraps. Well, that's nearly used up all that lace. I'm thinking this underneath. And then him on top there. All of this is quite just using up everything I've got and all the scraps I've got, which I have got to go through because I've got too many. And do you ever get that feeling you're overwhelmed? That's what I feel like with my scraps at the moment. So I need to seriously sort them out. And they're not organised, and the pots that I've got some in are overflowing, and put a bit of glue there because this will get glued down with the man. Get that there. Put him on, maybe down a little bit. There. And then I'll get my little tool, because it's not quite dry. I need to wait till it's dry. I'm being too impatient. I will fray around the edge. Oh, that's coming off. There. Let's have another go, see if it will do down the bottom. Yeah. Yeah, I think I will fray that up, but once it's dry. Put that up there. Now the next one is using up, I've got these scraps. You see why I'm getting overwhelmed. These scraps, all different kits, etc. and bits. So I need to use some of these. So I've taken 2 of these here, and I'm going to, I've got this piece that I'm going to fold. Ooh. No, because this is going over the top. No, I'll do it this side. Fold this. I'm not going to level all this one up at all. It's been, it's a scrap that's been torn. Oops. And I will ink all the way around the edge. I think I'm going to take a bit off of there. Put that on the middle there. And I think I'm going to get my ruler here, and I'm going to take a piece off down here. When you get small pieces like this, it can be quite difficult to do the rough edges. But and I'm going to trim those bits off, because some of this will come off anyway. Now I want that. I'm not just going to fold this in half, because I want all of that on the front here. So I'm going to take it off the back. And again, I think I will take a piece off of this as well. Do it this way. There. So this will then go over the top here. I'm going to have this sticking up a little bit. And what I want to do is roughly put a line in the middle here. So I'm going to cut out a small, just big enough cut to put the top of that through. And I think I've got it roughly in the middle. Ink it first, Sharon. Ink it first. So it goes in like that. Push it down a bit. Like that. So this will now be glued onto here. And I'll use my Fabric again. There we go. Right, the next is I've got these vintage snapshots, and I was thinking from Amity Bloom, and I was thinking this little lady, don't know where it's gone, I can't find my little ruler. which would be easier to use. No idea what I've done with it. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to have to take these pieces off. If I can get another piece off there. I'm keeping that and that. I'm thinking that. Then I've also got here. These are from Raindrop Lilac, and I keep forgetting I've got them. So put that down the side there. I think that will look nice, so I'll stick these down. So we have this. I'm all glued up, and I just want a piece of, nope, that's no good. Let's move that out of the way. You'll see what I mean again by more scraps. Look, overflowing. And I just want, yeah, that will do. There we go. Oh yeah, I like that. Now, how they work, this would go over the top there. This would go over the top. I'd have to be careful there. And this would go on the side like that. So you would have them like that, these altar paper clips. I need to let that be careful with that one because the gold dots aren't quite dry yet. Anyway, these are my altar paper clips for the Shop My Stash 2025 challenge here. I hope you've enjoyed that. Don't forget to hit the like button, notification bell, and subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you in the next video. I think we've only got one more Shop My Stash challenge left for December. See you soon. Bye.